Okay, Easter Sunday today. It's a little bit snowy outside, but the sun is shining now. It's also a global virus pandemic out there in the world. Interesting times, a bit scary. Right now I'm here at home, safe and sound, and I actually have a small bird to cook today with my mom here. I'm gonna cook this turkey up. All right. Before we get started, there are a few things that I guess we're gonna need to Google and figure out. We're not the most experienced turkey cookers. I've cooked a few in my life. Actually, shout out to Liam Dawson, who hooked me up with a few free turkeys a few years back. That's about as far as my turkey cooking experience goes. My mom's cooked a few, but she's even not the most experienced. So I've asked her, to research some of the information that we need, and she's having some issues. There's lots of
contradictions of what?
on Google, which is usually the case with anything that you're Googling.
Yeah.
Listen, whatever you remember your mom doing, I trust that.
Okay, I'll just kind of like
the classic way of cooking turkey. I trust that. Google, there's lots of innovations and unique things, but we're just trying to do it basic here.
Yeah. And we're not adding stuffing, so we do take the innards
no
out.
stuffing.
Yeah,
so
just,
wash the turkey or don't wash?
No, don't wash that for sure. Even though I think we used to do that, but the bacteria will be killed from the heat.
You don't wash any other meat.
Yeah, so why?
And it doesn't make sense.
And that can contaminate, and we don't need any more viruses or contaminations.
No. It just seems so messy trying to wash raw meat in the sink.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to mess with that. Okay, so go with what we know.
Don't do anything too different because it's not going to turn out.
No,
if
we're just going basic here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And
so
hope for the best.
All right, let's get cooking. Okay, so we're all set up and ready to go. We have the turkey out here, the roaster that we're going to be using. We have some turkey bone broth that we're going to be using, as well as our liquid. And the first step is to unpackage the turkey, take the innards out, and then get this in the oven, and then afterwards prep all the vegetables. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put it in the sink. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, our nice little turkey. Okay, so enough fooling around. In all honesty, I respect this animal and am very thankful to have it so we can eat and nourish ourselves with it. So I don't really know 100% what to do with this side here. It looks kind of vulnerable. There's like all this flab, but I guess I'll just kind of shove it in there.
Yeah.
And hope that it's good.
Keep it like that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, le bird. Getting the vegetables prepped and ready to go. We have the sweet potatoes, carrots, and then corn, as well as Brussels sprouts as well, which we're gonna steam. With the potatoes, we are peeling them entirely as we're gonna mash them afterwards. And we're not doing any sort of gravy or anything, but what we are gonna do is with the sweet potatoes, we're just gonna boil them briefly. Then we're gonna lay them on the bottom of a pan, mash the potatoes with lots of butter and kind of smother them on top of the sweet potatoes. Then we're gonna just add the carrots on top. I think it's gonna taste good. Okay, so everything is nearing completion. The potatoes have actually already finished cooking pretty much before everything else, but that's all right because we're just gonna mash them anyways. We got the carrots going now. Gonna start the sweet potatoes soon. Not gonna boil them for long because we're gonna layer them in this baking sheet, bake them in the oven for a bit with the mashed potatoes on top and everything else. Brussels sprouts here, my mom's favorite. All right, so let's get some temperatures. Okay, so every spot I've taken the temperature from, which is like 8 different spots, is all in the 180 range. I would say it's done. Some might say that it is overdone, but this can be overstated. We are complete amateurs. So now what? What do we do with this?
So let me just double check.
All right, let's check this out. Literally no idea.
So good?
I have literally no idea where to begin. And there we go.
I have literally no idea where to begin.
All right, this is all that's left of the turkey. Pretty interesting when you just deconstruct an animal like this. Here's an interesting piece of meat. Don't know where that comes from. It looks like a skull.
Oh my god, it
Right,
does.
like a-
Doesn't that look like a bird?
All right, so now we're gonna cut up some of the meat that I ripped off and throw it in the oven with that other stuff. In the amount of time that it took me to deconstruct all of it, all the meat's gotten cold. Okay, and everything combined together, one of my signature hodgepodge dishes. Ready to eat? Let's go. So there you have it, folks. Fun experience to film in a cooking show style. I've never done that
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Super fun. I'm lucky enough to have two cameras right now. It definitely added a level of something extra to focus on. Not only were we cooking turkey dinner, but we had to manage the cameras as well and setting up for the different angles. And then of course the editing is quite intensive, half an hour long clips of footage that I now have to chop down into like 1 to 2 minute long. So like I said, super fun. Like I spent a lot of time watching Munchies food channel on YouTube. People like Maddie Matheson and Action Bronson, those kind of cooking show inspired. So it was pretty cool for me to kind of make one of my own versions of those. Thank you if you've watched the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how entertaining it will be to anyone besides ourselves. We'll watch this next Easter. Check out my mom's YouTube channel as well, posting music educational videos and fun stuff like that. And here right now, just to make this video even longer and more tiring for you to listen to and watch, we should have like wrote up a menu.
Yeah.
You
Well, I mean, we still can.
Yeah,
It's pretty basic.
I think it's
Drink my cold tea, because it seems like every day it's always cold.
potatoes. I personally would rather no potatoes.
Well, we could do a mix.
With radishes as well. Can you do the can?
I have literally no idea where to begin.